the old shower. Can't really see it now, but it is a Triton shower. I think this is all blurry for some reason. It's out of focus. Yeah, so it's a Triton T70 XR, and what it is, the shower head is not one of the originals, and it's got different settings on it for like high pressure. And I've done this before, and when I very first got that shower head and turned it around high pressure, and it blew the safety valve, which is, believe it or not, I don't know if you can see this, one of these little rubber ball bearings that fits in the valve. So obviously, if you restrict the flow, then the little rubber ball bearing fires out the bottom, and all the water runs down the back. And it went the other day, and I see it, and the ball bearing just hit the floor. I was in the shower, running along, and I couldn't get it in time, and it went down a plug hole. So you know, I bought these, and it doesn't take long to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. First of all, obviously I'm going to turn the electric off, flip the switch on that, and take this screen off, and then we'll be back. Okay, so before I start anything, what I do is I switch the shower on, and turn this on. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Obviously that's what's happening. All because of that little safety valve, which is a good thing. So we'll turn that off, turn the electric off, put something in the bath so I don't fall over, and we'll get back to it. Okay, so we're back. So what you've got is two little screws here, and a little bit of mould there, but I'm going to obviously clean all this up. No, it's not mould, it's probably soap. Yeah, two little screws there, take them out. I leave this in this position, and this handle facing downwards for the temperature, and then just leave it alone when you take the cover off. So we'll be back. Okay, so we've got the cover off. I've turned everything off in the house, not just the breaker, just to make sure I've turned everything off. So obviously you've got your connections here, but here it is, this one here, this little part here is all the trouble. And as I say, there's a little ball bearing in there, rubber one, that when the pressure gets too much in here, it just fires it out to obviously to release the pressure. So it's a bit fiddly to get this out, and we'll get it out, and I'll show you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. What we do is plop one of them little rubber ball bearings in, and I've replaced the seal around it. So I'm gonna have a look, because this one's quite awkward. Some of them are quite easy to do, but I'll get this back in, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we're back. I've got everything back together, gave it a little clean up, and we've got the power back on and all buttoned up, so we'll just have a little go. Lovely. So it's just a little job. Quite easy to do if you're you know, quite confident, and if you're not, get somebody else to do it. So like, just take all the you know, all the precautions. Yeah, turn everything off. Don't just flick the switch. And I've done quite a few. I've done this one 3 times, so you know, it's quite easy for me. But yeah, I'll show you the little instruction thing. You get give you a bit more idea. So see you in a minute. Okay, so there we have it.
the shower's fixed for the sake of you know, £5. I think I paid, no, it was about £3 or £4. I've got some spares here as well, but all it is just that little ball that gets fired out when the pressure obviously gets too much. And basically it's half to do with the shower head, because it's not the original shower head. It's got all these different settings on it, and if you switch it around to obviously to get the high pressure out the shower head, the shower can't cope with it, and basically fires out that little ball bearing thing, little rubber ball, and saves it basically cooking the heating element, because it's only, they're made for the spec that the shower head comes with. So these are readily online, and full disclaimer, I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm nowhere near like a professional, but I've done quite a few of these, and so that's what it is this part here that you can get to. Some of the showers are different, and you can get to this, well, my one's this one actually. You can get to these screws, but in that one, I think it's Triton T70 TX or XR. The screw is a bit awkward, and to get this out is a bit awkward, but you just have to take a few more screws off to loosen up the element, and then you can get it, replace the ball bearing, a little rubber ball, and put an O-ring on. And so for the sake of a £5, even if yours is, if it's just leaking, you know, instead of paying another 150, 160 quid for a shower, you can buy these parts. I think these parts come from British Shower Spares. So yeah, it ain't a how-to, because obviously people can do these differently, and I make sure instead of just switching the shower trip switch off on the electric board, I shut the whole thing down, everything, by the main switch, and then you know, there's no chance. So yeah, that's it. So for the sake of £4, save himself 150 quid. For the sake of maybe 20 minutes to do it, it's quite easy. So anyway, thank you very much. Just another little one for you. You take it easy, and I say, if you're not competent in doing it, get somebody else to do it for you. I say it's only a £5, and thank you very much. See you later. Cheers. Bye.